down here, here's liquid day number 148. It's an Aeolian sweep sequence. As usual, I'm going to play it once slowly and then break it down. During the breakdown, I'm going to share some practice advice you can apply to this lick and pretty much anything else you're practicing. If you want tabs, you have a link down in the description. So we're going to start here on the 15th fret of the A string. Alright, so we use the A Aeolian scale here, which is the A natural minor scale, same notes as the C major scale, but we hear A as the root. And we're going to go through a few different arpeggio shapes here. Good news is that they look the same. We basically have a C major 7 arpeggio here. And then later on we're going to play an F major 7 arpeggio. Same shape. And then we're going to use an A minor 7 arpeggio. And an E minor 7 arpeggio. So it's really two shapes you need to learn. So let's start with the first one. This is a C major 7 arpeggio. But again, remember we're hearing this over this A note, so we actually get the composite of this. So if you think of an A minor in the background and then you play a C major 7 arpeggio, C is going to be part of the A minor chord already, E as well, but then G is the flat 7, so already from there we're going to have an A minor 7 sound, and then we're also going to add the 7th of the C major 7 arpeggio, which that's the B note, and B in relationship to A is the 2nd or the 9th. So you get a A minor 9th sound when you play this arpeggio over it. But if you check out the tabs, I've written this out in like a fretboard diagram thing, and then I always write out the intervals in relationship to the overall key. So you can see C major 7 arpeggio, for example, and you can see that it's actually the flat 3, 5, flat 7, and the 2nd or 9th in relationship to the overall key. Anyway, it sounds way more complicated than what it is. So again, we start here, 15, 19 on the A string, and then we have 17 on the D string. Let's do that again, 15, 19, 17, and then we have 16 on the G string, 17 on the B string, and then we have 15 and 19 on the E string. So, and I play this like this: down, hammer, down, 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 up, pull off. So we got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 note pattern. And we're gonna shift down to where we have the index finger. We're gonna put the pinky. And now we're gonna go down this A minor 7 arpeggio. It's gonna look quite similar, but not exactly the same. So we got 15, 12, 13, 12, 14, 15, 12. So put them together. Okay, let's practice that. But in the actual lick, I'll go up this one again, so picking is going to be exactly the same here. So coming from, play an upstroke, pull off, up, 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 down, hammer, down, 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 up, pull off. And again, you have a link to the tabs where all the pick strokes are written out, if this is hard to follow. So after that note, we're gonna do the same shift again. So where we have the index finger, we're gonna have the pinky. And we're gonna go down the same shape we did up here. But in this case, we're gonna play an F major 7 arpeggio. But the shape is the same, just moving it down, starting on the 8th fret instead of the 15th fret. I'm not even gonna cover that shape. Picking wise, it's gonna be the same thing as when we got into the A minor 7 arpeggio. So and we do this a different type of shift here. So instead of shifting here, we which we did in the previous shapes where the index finger was, that's where the pinky would be. We got that repeated note, but it sounds fine to me in this case. But now we're gonna instead shift down to 10 and go down this E minor 7 arpeggio instead. So if we put the whole thing together, and then after that, oh, again, this is the same shape as the A minor 7, just down from the 7th fret. So if we're coming from here, slide to 5, and then hammer, pull off, and then we're gonna hammer from nowhere. It just means that you hammer the string from nowhere, from there. And so we have 8, and then 7, and then 5. So practice-wise, I would advise that you just take each shape and connect it to the next shape. So in this case, we start with the C major 7, connect that with the A minor 7, and then basically you can go, I will stop there actually. Then I would start the next shape from here. And then start the next shape from here. And then finally connect it like that. But that's my preference, and you can do whatever you want, obviously. But just do it slow enough so you can really pay attention to the timing and that everything is synchronized and you don't get any, extraneous noise when you cross the strings. So that's about it for this one. If you have any questions, just post them below. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed it and see you in the next one.